Hello everybody, StupidStudiosN here, and welcome to the first episode of Mega Maker Madness, the series where we play levels you guys, the community, creates, and I see if I can beat them. Now then, since the game isn't released yet to the public, we'll be using this episode, sort of pilot I guess, to show off my two levels, Tricky Top Tumble, and Trio Tower Ascent, the example level I created. Just ignore this one, I'm actually still working on that one, honestly. So yeah, I say we do Tricky Top Tumble first. Let's see here, slide enabled, charge disabled. Our only weapon is the top spin, and of course it was created by yours truly. So without further ado, let's begin. And of course, the boss for this stage is Top Man. I mean, who else would it be? It's a stage based around the top spin. I mean, come on. I may be wondering, the top spin was a horrible weapon in Mega Man 3. Oh, not anymore. Mega Maker makes it much better, as we see here, as we can now bounce on enemies and accurately spin into them. Anyways, for the tile set I've used, I went with Stone Man, a mix between Stone Man and Ring Man, as well as the background from Bright Man stage, I believe. Cool tellies we need to jump off of. Oh, and as you see here, I have the Force Beams from Mega Man 2 and their variants from specifically this game to make an appearance. Also, that is the Mecha Hero. That is RNG Incarnate in this stage. You see, the Mecha Hero randomly chooses between a short hop and a long hop, as we see there. What we need is the Mecha Hero to do a long hop, and if we can pull it off correctly, we should be able to jump across to the other side. Which it is not willing to be cooperative with us, so we just need to refresh the screen, save ourselves from falling down again. And we actually need to hit the thing correctly. As Mega Man can also hit enemies on the side with the top spin, something you need to keep in mind in this stage. I mean, that's probably going to be too late anyways for, test. Okay. Just reset this screen then. Okay, back again for a couple more shots at this until we, lose our minds. Oop! There we go, okay. And onto this section, using the Gravity Man teleporters. Or not Gravity Man, Galaxy Man. Just time it correctly and you can bounce off those octopus batteries. And now for the hard part, especially after having to go through all that. Typically, you want to time it to where the shield attackers are lined up perfectly to where you have enough space so that you can bounce across all of them. Though sometimes you can end up spinning into one of them from the side and it causes you to fall off. It's a bit of a problem. Especially, and it's a pain when you realize that the checkpoint is just one screen past it, which is annoying, but you know, it's a Mega Man level created by me. I mean, what did you expect? Wish I had timed this correctly so that the octopus batteries are moving right as we bounce onto the first one. Like, not that. I did test and see if all these screens were possible, so don't worry, I'm not making an impossible level here. It's very tricky to pull off. Okay. There we go. And what we're going to want to do is time it to where the octopus battery is falling down right as we get into the teleporter so that we can do that. There's a lot of timing involved in this level, if you haven't already noticed. And now for the scrolling vertical section. Whoop. Bounce across. Ooh, okay. Let's scroll this back on screen. There we go. What you want to be careful of is bouncing off this enemy so that you don't accidentally land into the spikes on the sides of the... like that. So yeah. Let's get back to where we were there. What you want to do is time this where you jump right as the Sniper Joe fires his first bullets, and then you can jump across the telly with ease. So yeah, consider this a sort of developer walkthrough of the level. Okay. There we go. Let's get back to where we were. Alright, now we have another shot at this. Just... I know it's possible. There we go. You almost tried to screw me over, but you didn't. And I think this is the home stretch of the level right here. It's a lot of bouncing. And we have to redo all that again. Okay, wonderful. If you notice, there's a bit of a delay when you respawn here at the screen, so you actually have a bit of time to bounce on those tellies before the force beam shows up. So yeah, guess a sort of speed running tip, maybe? Probably not. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Evidently, I might have made this level a bit too hard, as it seems that I have a bit of trouble with it myself. I'd sort of qualify this as a Mega Man Kaizo level, in a sense. Oh, borderline Kaizo. I haven't gone too crazy yet. Alright, got a little energy pick. Oh god. I don't know what was happening there, but if I would have been able to pull that off, that would have been amazing. Yeah, you just do that, and you don't have to wait for the force beam. Right, let's wait for this guy. And no, I'm not gonna cut out all the portions where I fail here. I mean, come on, if you guys are probably suffering at my level, I'm going to show my suffering too. Let's see. Ah. That's one of the few instances where the spikes can actually save you. That is not, however. Okay, back at it again. Oh, nope. Didn't mean to fall down the stairs there. Oh, and I guess I can note that the ladders are from Crystal Man stage, so the level isn't entirely stone and ring mat. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Alright, 2 more deaths before the boss, and I'm... Okay, 1 more death. And I'm gonna cut to the part where we actually get past all this. Okay, ooh. Right there. Not quite. There we go. I think that might have been too early. Oof, that was close. Alright, let's concentrate here. Okay, cutting to when we actually do that part successfully. Alright, after many topspin-related tumbles, we're back. So let's give this room another shot, shall we? Okay. And we are through! On to the boss. After one more topspin-related jump. Yeah, I'm probably actually going to edit it to where the checkpoint is down there instead of up here, but yeah, that's the only change I'll make in between this video and the level getting uploaded. Anyways, on to the boss, Top Man, but with a twist! Remember all those force beams? Well, now they're in the boss arena, and you have to avoid getting zapped by it, as well as dealing with tops in a close corner situation. Oh, and you have to bounce off of Top Man's head at the same time. So, have fun. But Top Man is defeated. And so ends the tricky top tumble. Now then, on to the other level that I created, and probably one of my best so far, which is kind of funny actually. Trio Towers Ascent. Slide enabled, the charge shot is Mega Man 4 styled, and we have the Buster, the Charge Kick, the Quick Boomerang, the Search Snake, the Plant Barrier, and the Rush items. So, let's begin! And of course the boss is Nightman. I mean, who else to guard a tower but a knight? I have used a lot, and I repeat, a lot of tile sets and backgrounds for this level. First up, we have the ground from both, I believe, Centaur Man and, I want to say Hardman? It's a lot of dirt-based tiles, actually. I'm not sure. We have the background from Windman, you know what, never mind, I'm just gonna let you figure all that out. I don't... If I were to go through each individual type of tile set I use, I'd be here for a while. Especially if I was trying to play the level at the same time. Also, fun fact, I actually built this level without realizing that you could use the charge kick mid-air in this level editor, so, yeah, there might be some points where you can cheese the level, honestly, that I didn't take into account. So let's see here. Okay, now. Let's use Search Snake to our advantage and take out this beak enemy. And let's use the Gyro Man platforms to get up to the next floor. And now that the beak is not working right now, I mean, we'd still get hit, but at least we didn't have to redo that section. And this is the enemy from Brightman stage, and he was quickly disposed of. The stage is a lot more challenging without special weapons. I'm just using it for demo purposes. And Plant Barrier is mostly needed for that section, because without it, it can be a bit tricky to get past. Also, you can probably use Charge Kick there to get the energy thing. Now here's the real part of the challenge in the next room. So let's see here. So Plant Barrier can heal you if it gets a projectile touching it. So yeah, use that to your advantage, I suppose. And here's the vertical section of this stage. Probably my favorite part of the level, honestly. I don't know what it is about me and timing beaks with gimmick, but I like it. It's fun to do for me. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore you. And on to the second round of this boss with a more dangerous tiles surrounding it, but not all too difficult. Oop. Be careful here. dispose of the enemies first, and then we can proceed with the level. Let's break our rush. Let's break our fall on the spikes. Alright, let's get back to where we were. Especially this time I might be able to point out what all the tasks are. We got the background from Windman stage. The background from Gyro Man stage was also used. We have the tiles from Bomb Man stage, Night Man stage, Centaur Man stage for the tower. I believe Tomahawk Man's was in the little courtyard area. And I think that should be it. I can't think if I'm forgetting any. As for the gimmicks, they're both from Mega Man 5, the spinny platforms and the Gyro Man tiles. To come to think of it, they don't actually use the spinny platforms in Gyro Man stage, which I find kind of odd, honestly. In Gyro Man, he spins. Seems like a better gimmick for Stone Man, honestly, but I'm getting off on a tangent. And again, the spikes break my fall before Rush can help me. But yeah, evidently I put a lot of effort into the aesthetics, which I'm actually going to get into later once we finish the level, but yeah, this was actually kind of fun to create, though a bit of a long process at that. I think it took me a couple days, maybe a week or two, to finish this level. Mostly because I like to fine-tune things with my design before I consider it done. Well then, this was a level meant for a contest, so I want it to be its best. If you stand here on the ladder, you can avoid most of the oncoming enemies, just, you know, act with caution. Right. And back to where we were. This time I'm going to do what I like to consider the intended method of this room. Instead of sliding to your doom, wait out the enemies. I'm just gonna use Rush Coil since I don't have the patience to do this again. Yeah, I might cut down any further deaths, so yeah, this will be the last attempt I do before I cut. Yeah, evidently I don't recall the timing I had in mind for those enemies. It's been a while since I've developed a level, so yeah, let's factor in my playing skill here. Two, three, four. Okay. Now back to the mid-boss, which is really less of a mid-boss and more of a distraction to pad out the level maybe for a few seconds. Oh, I remember that. I made the level in an interesting way where there's little broken bridges between towers, and it causes you to, if you fall down those, instead of dying, you just fall into a previous screen, which yeah, I'm starting to hate that idea I had personally, but hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's fine, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, as you'll see up there, there's a little scaffolding between the towers that I did for design, for aesthetic purposes, and hey, let's see if it's in the screen. See that the bridge is broken. If you fall down there, fall down from the screen above, you will end up in this screen down below. So careful about that. It was all interconnected, one way or the other. Yeah, I think I'll just charge kick to the other side and then show off what I'm meant to show. Let's see. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to cut, and I'll see you back at that section. Alright, and we're back. So then, let's see if we can do this the intended way. There we go. Okay, and we're at the top floor of the tower, I believe. So let's get our little rewards here. I think I'll charge, kick, recharge. And yeah, there's this. Oh, yes, Hammer Joe on the other side, as well as a beak. What I do is position yourself to where the beak can't hit you, and you can hit the sniper. Not the sniper Joe, the Hammer Joe. Yeah, same thing, I guess. And take out the beak on your way up, and use the platforms to not get stuck, hopefully. To get to the other side, and whoa, would you look at that, the boss gate. A nice open air boss chamber this time around, and let's switch to the weakness, charge kick. Actually, yeah, let's just use my cluster. I opted for the Mega Man 2 boss music for Nightman, because I felt that it was one of my personal favorites of the Mega Man boss themes. I don't know, Mega Man 4 just seems too Dr. Cossack for me. Let's just be careful around Nightman. I mean, we all know how the fight should go, but show it off anyways with the Buster, just to show that it can be done. Even though Nightman is really one of the easier bosses in the series, so I don't know why I'm bothering. Though I am getting my butt kicked, so I guess there's that. Yeah, I'm just gonna use charge kick. Might as well. Originally, I had planned this to where Nightman would, you would have to hit him from the ground, but since I realized that charge kick can be used airborne, well, this fight's kind of a bit more of a cakewalk to use with his weakness than I'd anticipated. And down he goes, and we are now the kings of the Trio Towers. Now then, since those were the two levels that I had prepared, that'll be it for this episode. However, before we end, I thought I would like to throw in the critique that the creator, Wrecking Programs, gave the level. During the contest, of course. So then, let's read. Trio Towers Ascent by StupidStudiosN. 85 out of 100. I love the aesthetics in this stage. It's clear that you put a lot of thought into combining different tile sets and backgrounds. The level itself, while repetitive at times, was generally fun to play through, and I like how you chose a couple of enemies and gimmicks that created a different challenge with them. I did feel like there was sometimes wasn't enough room to reliably dodge enemy attacks, causing me to get hit more often than I'd consider fair. The issues weren't large enough to significantly affect the level score, though. So, yeah, as we can probably tell, I'm a bit of a masochist when it comes to enemy placement and, traps. So, yeah, Dr. Wiley, you should totally hire me. But yeah, probably should have called some friends to help some QA testing, but yeah, I digress. If you like the levels you see here, I'll be posting the information for Tricky Top Tumble in the description once I can get it uploaded to the servers. And I will... as for Trio Tower Ascent, you will actually be able to find it in the example levels, as I've stated plenty of times now. So, yeah. Anyways, if you like the video, give it a like, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe to be notified about future content, and comment below. Feedback is always appreciated. This has been StupidStudiosN, signing out. Ciao.